Coach, thoughts after the first exhibition and a week of practice to address things?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it on Saturday. It's always good to get out and play against someone new. We've been training together for 4 or 5 days. Put a lot of work into it. Girls' attitude, effort's been incredible. The way that they've handled the professional side of it, the intentionality in meetings from tactics, but not only that, but also just being vulnerable with each other and some other things that we've done in team building. It was awesome to see, us take the field, everyone get, quite a few minutes, being able to play all three goalkeepers, and then, most importantly, seeing the best fans in the country come out and support us was a lot of fun.
With those goalkeepers, are you expecting to have a similar approach in this next exhibition, give all three of them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we have a smaller roster, which is exciting. And that means that the hope is that we're going to get a lot of different looks in these non-conference games. That's how you're going to continue to grow. We preach player development here, and there's no better way than to actually get players minutes in meaningful games. So they've been working really, really hard. Coach Cat's done a great job with them, and it's been good to see them all continue to grow and develop in their own element. So it's been fun to see.
It's always been she had a really good first year for you last year. What are you kind of looking to from her in this second
Yeah, I mean,
for her?
Zoe's been great. I think she, when she got here, she was, a type of player coming in, and then over the last year and a half, you've seen her continue to blossom and grow. And it's a credit to her. She's worked incredibly hard, not just on the field, but off the field. She's taken a leadership role. She's been really, really intentional. Had that great opportunity this summer with the U20, U18 national team camp, being in there and talking to her during that experience. She felt like she grew a lot and had another appreciation for the game. So she's been great. Someone not only just on the field but also off the field as well.
She was out there in North Carolina with Adia as well, is that correct?
Yeah, Adia. Yeah. Those two, they had a great time. Adia is one that we're really, really excited about as well. I had the opportunity to coach her at ODP, so we've had that relationship now for a couple years, and both of them came back with a lot of really cool memories, but also playing at a high level is something that has been great for both of them.
And she has a really prolific record, both in the summer league this past year, but also in high school. Do you expect to see some important minutes from her?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope. That's certainly the plan. But I mean, she's someone that just every single day goes to work, does her job, and it's just a joy to be around. She's got this quiet funniness to her, where she'll crack jokes, and then when she gets you, she'll get you. I mean, she's crushed me a few times in the jokes. So, but it's been great.
And Hannah, another player, kind of stepping into a bigger role this year. What have you seen from her so far?
Yeah, we call her Ja Rizzle. She's been great. She's again one that's really taken to that leadership role. I think she's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable being here this spring, having the understanding what our expectations are from her, not just from a footballer, but from someone on the field that can help continue to drive, have a presence about her. It's been great to see. She can do some special things on the field, and again, it'll be like a broken record, but we have such a really good group of young ladies that are for each other, and it's been as a coaching staff really, really cool to see.
I know it's been a week since y'all been in there, but what's the new clubhouse atmosphere been like?
Yeah, it's been great. Again, a special thanks to Zach Selman, the administration, the Coggin family, the McCord family, and there were so many others that were involved in it. It was nice for the girls to have a space for them that's theirs, but ramped up in bunch. We've had, I would think, 4 or 5 kids on campus already in terms of recruits, and they've been blown away by the facilities, and then also obviously all the resources that we have here. So it's been great. The group loves it. They spend quite a few I would say hours in here daily, whether it's recovery, whether it's in meetings, whether it's in team building, whatever it may be. So they've been really enjoying it.
Going back to the goalkeepers, it was kind of a fresh start for everybody in the room. And obviously, big shoes to fill or big gloves to fill with Maddie Anderson.
Yeah.
Has anyone kind of stuck out to you, or at least with some of the first choice defenders, developed a good relationship there?
Yeah, I think, like we spoke about, last week, I think they all have, different strengths and some things that they need to continue to work on. Every single day at training, it's an opportunity for them to grow. Right now, we're trying to give them as many reps, in training, and then as we get into games, kind of the same exact mindset. We want to see who's going to really take it, but I think all of them have unique qualities that we're looking for, with the style of play that we want, but also I think the present side of it is that calmness, obviously that we've had in the past.
So we just talk about, year 2, I guess it is for you, and how you kind of springboard from what you did last year, which you had a successful year last year into this year, and what it kind of looks like for you.
Yeah, I think last year for me it was a lot about learning from the people around me and growing into a starting role and getting more minutes. I think for me it was all about, not that I lost my confidence, but kind of getting a little bit more confidence on the ball and being a forward and taking the time to learn when I need to shoot, when I need to dribble, when I need to pass. And I think this year is more, the spring was about growing as a player, and now it's kind of growing into a leadership role with the team and just being someone that people can look up to and be an example on and off the field and just help navigate situations with the team.
So when you transferred in, you arrived in a team that had, a lot of the players already knew each other. They'd played several games together. What's the difference now where you're kind of the, in that leadership role, like you talked about, and bringing new players along?
Yeah, I think I still look at it and it doesn't feel like I'm a junior. It still feels like I'm a freshman. But I think coming in, everyone was so welcoming to me, but at the same time, I obviously knew people had been friends for so long, and, I was new, so I kind of had to put myself out there to grow closer with people. But I think this environment is set up for that, and I think that everyone here just naturally gravitates towards each other every day, and we just get to know about each other all the time. And I think that for me, it's been important for me to learn that I need to do that for other people as well. So when new people get here, we kind of just do everything we can to welcome them in. So I think that's been fun to see people being themselves, bringing their personalities out, everyone laughing all day in practice. So yeah.
This team last year showed it had a lot of players who knew where the goal was, yourself included, and a lot of those players are coming back, whether it's Kennedy or Kara or Allie. But in terms of chance creation, are you seeing the same level of production coming from kind of a new look midfield and defense?
Yeah, I would say yes. I think obviously we're playing a little bit of a different formation this year, but I think with that comes new challenges and new ways to play, new ways to score goals, and I think that's been our focus this week. And it's just been cool to see, obviously in the game last week we scored 4 different types of goals, which is just great that we can score that many different ways, and I think that's a big part of what we're learning right now, how we can score. And I think you still can see all these different levels and different multi-dimensional goals, so I think so.
What was your reaction when you went to the new clubhouse for the first time?
Oh my gosh, I was shocked. I knew it was going to be nice, but I was not expecting it to be that nice. It was just such a cool experience.
And going up against the defense every day in training, as well as some of the goalkeepers, what are you seeing from a unit that's still kind of getting used to being in starting roles?
I think the training atmosphere that we have, it sets you up for, you're playing against players that are going to be harder than your game. So your practices are harder, which is just awesome to see that we still have a back line that makes it extremely difficult for me and Allie and all those people to score, because then when we come to the game, it's honestly easier to score in the game than it is in practice. And so I think you can see a lot of unity and a lot of togetherness in the back line within the goalie and the back unit. So I think it's great to see that that's still there.
Hannah, you're stepping into a role on a defense that lost some experience last year. What's that process been like with you and your teammates?
Yeah, I think every day we've acknowledged, of course, the success that everyone had last year, of course, defensively with Riley Combs and everyone Lex back there and stuff. But I think every day we just kind of try to give it our best, whatever we can do on the field, we practice, just like any defense, I feel like across the country, you got to just do what you can, stop goals, that's the end goal.
A lot of that, I guess, unity comes from just getting some minutes out there together and, learning the coordination. What has that been like before the exhibition and now actually getting out there together?
Yeah, of course. It's been good. We had time before just all together, just, getting to know each other off the field, which has been, just as important as the time on the field as well. So I feel like, of course, in practices, it's okay, what does this girl like to do? What move is she going to play? Kind of things like that. And then reading body language and stuff like that, which of course, that's just natural when it comes to having new players. And it's been awesome doing it. I think it's great. It's a new challenge, and I feel like it gives everyone an opportunity to grow. So
Yeah, we're able to see the renovations for the clubhouse last week for the first time. What was your reaction to that, and how appreciative were you for all this?
Yeah, I was blown away. Honestly, it was awesome. I mean, it looks great. I mean, I'm just so thankful to have a space that's like that amazing. I mean, I thought the locker room before was just as good. I thought it was great too, but I think it looks even more modern now. But I mean, it's just a testament to like all the success the program's had these last couple years, and you know, it goes out to those girls too who were really a part of that. So I'm just glad to be a little piece now.
Y'all have 3 goalkeepers you've been working with in the off season. Some big gloves to fill there with Maddie Anderson leaving. What has that process been like as a defender? And I guess it seems like all 3 of them still have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I think with every goal, I mean, a goalkeeper and defender you got to have a decent relationship with. I mean, communication wise, but again, just the same thing as like all the new girls on the field. I'd say even forwards wise, it's like I got to get to know them. What do they like to do? What's their communication style? Maybe they're communicating throughout the entire game. Maybe they aren't. Maybe they want me to call more like, okay, you need to come out, things like that. But honestly, it's just learning every day, and maybe new here and there. And I think it's also like having conversations outside of just the field, like, okay, you know, how do you like to play? How would you describe your style of play? Things like that, and kind of just going from there.